Needing a sleeping machine or medicine to help you sleep is very common, and then so is the occasional need for pain medication. But what you are about to learn is mixing these two could be deadly.
For whatever month it is, I'll come down and put new flowers in, keep those up for the month, keep it all freshened up.
Debbie Allen has spent the last 4 years here.
Some days are better, some days are not.
Grieving.
But most days, it's gut-wrenching.
And she's been here, researching, on a mission to prove what she believes, that if a simple warning had been on this very bottle, the love of her life would still be here.
Met when I was 13, married at 16. My soulmate. You couldn't find a better man, Robert Allen. Love that man.
Hours after his 71st birthday party, Robert Allen was released from the hospital battling back pain. The doctor sent him home with this bottle of morphine. But that night, after everyone went home, Allen took his second morphine pill and never woke up.
But about 2 o'clock that morning, I noticed he was having trouble. So we called 911. They get out here and he's non-responsive. So they get him into the ambulance and we get there, worked on him a while, and then that's where they pronounced him there.
He had only taken 2?
Mm-hmm.
They spent hours completely devastated and baffled until later that morning.
I'm sitting here and my phone rings. It's the doctor that prescribed that and said, I just heard about Mr. Allen. That's why you don't mix this opioid with sleep apnea. The bell went off. The bell went off just like that.
Allen had respiratory depression, diagnosed with sleep apnea. He slept with a CPAP machine.
It was like, that's what happened. That's what happened. That's what caused this.
Was he apologetic?
Just said, that's why you don't do that.
Did you say you needed to be the one to tell me that?
I don't think I did, Ginger. I think I was just in shock. If you have breathing problems, you don't take it with that.
Research shows sleep apnea and morphine can be a deadly combination. In fact, the I-Team learned the same year Allen died, this medical journal reported accidental opioid-related deaths are increasing, often during sleep. People with sleep apnea may be at a greater risk of harm from morphine. 3 years earlier, another journal stated many individuals on opioids are found dead in bed. Sleep apnea, a potential cause of death.
You never got one warning about this?
No.
Not one?
Not one. Not one.
Allen spent the next year filing complaints with the Joint Commission, the Texas Medical Board, and the Texas State Board of Pharmacy. The Texas Medical Board ordered the doctor to 12 hours of risk management and controlled substances education for giving a prescription at discharge that was contraindicated for the patient.
You were involved in a lawsuit with that doctor, and you can't talk about the settlement.
Correct.
But she can talk about what she wants now.
It needs to be mandatory across Texas that warning labels be put on these bottles to tell the consumers.
And she can talk about what she was told.
If I want to change, I needed to get a Texas state senator or a Texas state representative to file a House bill in Austin.
Nearly 4.5 years later, that's exactly what she's done.
You were touched by Debbie Allen's story.
Oh, absolutely.
In March, Senator Bob Hall from Rockwall filed this bill, which would require that opioids contain labels stating risk of addiction, respiratory depression, and overdose.
Her story is what got our attention because it was so preventable with a simple solution of just information, informing people.
Alaska, Arizona, California.
As Allen learned, each state has its own labeling requirements. Arizona even requires a red cap on all opioid bottles. Here in Texas, lawmakers have tried similar regulations, but the bills never became laws.
Why does it take a Texas law to make this happen?
I'll tell you, pharmaceutical companies' first concern is making money. And so their concern is how many pills they're selling.
I ordered this bench
The Allens have 2 children and 4 grandchildren.
It gives everybody a place to come to.
Robert Allen has now missed 3 graduations and 2 weddings.
Robert loved life more than any person I've ever met in my life. He did not deserve this. Everybody let him down. The great state of Texas needs to wake up.
Debbie Allen went to Austin last week and told her story to the Health and Human Services Committee. No one testified against Senate Bill 1986. It got unanimous support. It has a House sponsor, and for now, it heads to the full Senate. And then we will be waiting to see what happens. And of course, Ken, we will be watching this one closely.
Yeah, Ginger, let's chat about this for a little bit, because first of all, we need to point out that you're not related to this family, by the way.
No, not at all. We just happen to have the same last name.
Yeah. Well, now you've also learned that since Mr. Allen died, there are some new federal warnings regarding opioids and respiratory depression, right?
Yeah, that's right. I contacted the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, the DEA, the FDA, and several pharmacies just to work this story. And what we found out is there are rules, but there seems to be some inconsistency about which you may actually see on that bottle. But in 2023, after Allen passed away, the FDA began mandating a boxed warning. That's what you're looking at. This boxed warning was about respiratory depression with opioids. It's a prominently featured alert about serious side effects, and that is found in a black outline box, just like it sounds, typically printed in bold at the top of those inserts we all get with our medicines.
So there you go, something we can all learn from this, no matter what you're taking. Ginger, don't just look at the bottle. You got to look for the boxed warning, right?
That's right. If you are taking any medication, you should always ask your doctor or your pharmacist if it has a box warning, just like the one you're looking at. You can look for those warnings in the medication guides, which come with your prescriptions, and then you should also check for updates about them on the FDA's website. But let's go back to Debbie Allen's mission just for a minute. She wants to simplify all of that, because honestly, we all know not everyone reads that fine or bold print that comes in all of our medications. She wants to see Texas put this respiratory depression warning right on those opioid bottles.
Such an important message. And as we said, Ginger, for some folks, this may even save their lives. So thank you very much for the story. We appreciate it.